Good evening and welcome to MNN.
Take one.
It's the beginning of the school year, and for many of you, you're just starting your journey through high school, while for others, it's all coming to an end. For those stuck in between, good luck. We had the chance to sit down with a few students here at RCHS. Let's see what they had to say.
How would you describe high school in 3 words?
Need a nap.
Who do you think will win the Super Bowl and why?
The New England Patriots will win the Super Bowl because they have Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback ever. He has 5 Super Bowl rings, and they have one of the fastest years in the NFL.
What is your favorite Snapchat filter and why?
The dog filter because I love dogs.
There you go. What was your biggest fear coming into high school?
Getting beat up by seniors, they're so big.
What advice would you have for incoming freshmen?
I would tell them to take school seriously and make all your grades count and not slack off and have fun and be involved.
What is your dream job?
When I get older, I'd love to be a lawyer.
Who is your favorite teacher and why?
Mr. Debrano, because he made me like American history.
What's your favorite place to go out to lunch?
My favorite place to go out to lunch is probably Taco Bell because they have the $5 Cravings box. And that box has everything. It has a burrito for just like $4. That makes it worth it already. And they have nachos, which is like another craving. And they have a hard taco or a soft taco, whatever you prefer, and cheesy gordita crunch. Like, it's just the best.
Thanks for the participation, guys. Now here's Brendan with sports.
Our girls volleyball team won big last week against Huron, defeating them 3-0. In other news, our football team pummeled SMCC last Friday, putting them in great position in the league. We got a chance to catch up with offensive coordinator Mr. Southward and team captain Kaz Sarnacki after the game. How do you think the game went and why?
I think it was a great game. The reason why is because it was a total team effort. We had a lot of guys that played a lot of minutes, especially early in the game. So for me, I liked it because it wasn't just a couple guys doing everything. It was a total team effort. And the kids had a great time. They had a lot of enthusiasm, which we preached all week. They came ready to play. It was fun to coach because it was a hard-hitting game, and it was just cool to be a part of because kids had a lot of fun and they did exactly what they were coached to do.
You think they could have improved on anything?
Yeah, we had a couple too many penalties. We had a couple false starts, so hopefully we can clean up the game and maybe next time have no penalties. It's going to be a tough game this week, so we're hoping that we can clean that up and get off to a better start that way.
Well, on the topic of next week, what are your expectations for tomorrow's game?
As a coach, I expect to win every game. Milan's a good team. We got to come in with a good game plan, and we got to be ready to go.
Are there any players that stood out in their performance?
I would say our defensive line did a great job of holding them up so our linebackers can make plays. Unfortunately, Kaz here wasn't able to play this week. We're hoping to get him back in the following week. But our defensive line did a great job, which allowed our linebackers, Kyle Nafe and Tyler Dively, to make some big plays. And then Cam Rogers, Dominic Wood, Joe Johnson, and who's the other corner? Stephen Rice. They did a fantastic job in the secondary.
Julio coming off the sideline.
Julio made a few great plays too, subbing in for who are you subbing for? Dominic? Steve.
What are your thoughts on the new kicker?
He's done a great job. He's helped us out with having better field position, which helps our defense out. So instead of going 40 yards, they have to go now 75. So he's done a great job stepping in and giving us some much needed field position, which is a big part of football. So we're glad that he's on board, and we're hoping he's having a good time, and we expect him to get better as the season goes on, which is going to help us out.
Well, thank you for your time and good luck in next week.
Thank you, sir.
Kaz, do you have anything to add to this year's football season?
I'm just hoping we can keep the motivation going, keep the fire up, and hopefully grab that league this year.
For those that didn't know, Kaz is a captain, and he's done a great job this season of getting the guys fired up and singing a lot of good songs. So we're excited about this season.
What a guy that Southward is. The team plays Milan at home tomorrow. Make sure everyone is there in red, white, and blue. Next week, boys soccer plays Groseal and Jefferson, both at home. Girls volleyball also has a huge game against SMCC. Also, I would like to congratulate Robert Diebold with breaking the 5K cross-country record with 16 minutes, 15 seconds. Congratulations, Robert.
There's a couple new faces in administration this new school year, so we felt the need to drop by and ask Mr. Charbonneau a couple questions. What school did you go to growing up?
I went to Owen Elementary, which is no longer a school, and then I went to Arthur's Middle School and Trenton High School, all in Trenton. So I grew up in Trenton, graduated from Trenton, and now I'm in Riverview, so.
All right, cool. What made you want to be a teacher?
You know, that's a good question. That's something that I always thought I would be interested in. I always have liked the idea of helping people get better, helping people improve. And interestingly for me, I had a lot of good teachers in high school, but it wasn't necessarily like one particular teacher who drove me to do it. I just kind of saw a lot of cool teachers in high school and I liked what they did, and so I thought, you know, that would be really cool for me to try that. So that was pretty much my inspiration, but really it's just wanting to give back and help people get better.
All right, so you wanted to be those teachers growing up that you saw? Not
Yeah.
Okay. What do you like most about this school?
So far, the thing I like most is the people. Everybody's been super nice, super welcoming. I haven't had a bad interaction with anyone, from administration to fellow teachers to all the students. Everybody's been great. I started actually before the school year because I'm helping with basketball, girls basketball. So starting then and up till now, I haven't had a problem with anybody. Everything's been great. Everybody's been really nice and welcoming, and that's really what stood out to me most, is the people.
Outside of school, what are your favorite hobbies?
So I love sports. I've always loved sports. Basketball is my favorite, so I'm a basketball coach. But I love to watch sports, and I played back when I was younger. I also like to read any sort of topic. I like fiction, nonfiction, and then beyond that, just TV, all the normal stuff. Movies are okay. I'm not a huge movie guy. I'm that person who, I haven't seen a movie, and so people are horrified when, have you seen blah, blah, blah movie? I'm like, no. They're like, what? So that's sort of my thing. But I like movies too. It's just I need to watch more of them, I guess.
Mm-hmm. What is your favorite type of music?
I would say I don't really have one in particular. I like pretty much some kind of songs for basically everything. I guess you could say I'm not a huge techno guy or screamo music, but other than that, I pretty much like at least one song from every genre. So I like to keep a pretty eclectic playlist.
I would agree. I'm the same way. What are your expectations going into this first year?
My expectations are just to try to make sure that every day is a step forward. There's constant growth from me and my students in my classes, and just to keep things fun. If we don't have fun on a given day, then I feel like I didn't do my job. So I want to keep things fun, engaging, and that's the most important thing to me, is make sure it's engaging, and then beyond that, just making sure everybody grows, and those two things are linked. The more engaging things are, the more fun things are, the more you're going to learn, the better you're going to grow. So that's my mission, and those are my expectations.
All right, thank you so much. That's all we have, and thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, no, my pleasure. Anytime.
Well, that's it for this week's episode of M&N. Tune in next week. Catch you on the flip side.
See ya.